Hello my dear students, it's time for your English class and we started with the Unit 1 Exploring Symbols. In the previous class we have started with the introduction to Rabindranath Tagore and we studied a nice poem by him where the mind is without fear. Let's do a recap of it and then we will continue with activity 4 to 7, 4 to 6. Where the mind is without fear is a pre-independent poem in which the poet sincerely urges to God to awake his fellow beings for the realization that the essential need to live in a free and united country. He wants his countrymen to awake and enjoy the life of full dignity and honor. His countrymen will not be superstitious or believers of blind faith. Rather, then they will lead the life of enlightened and educated. He wishes to the people to be honest, open-minded and hard-working. Then only they will stretch their arms towards perfection and the nation can actually achieve success. They need to use their reasons over blind faiths and must be ready to accept new thoughts and ideas. He requests God to free his country from manipulation, corruption, and slavery. The poem invokes the deep patriotic feelings. Our country is divided by castes, creed, superstitious beliefs, and biased ideas. Tagore earnestly appeals to God that a country will be where people's head is high and knowledge is free. His country will not be divided and fragmented into pieces due to their narrow thoughts. They should express their words not from the mind but from the depth of truth and heart. He urges God to guide his countrymen for moral awakening to fight for their rights against British inhuman rules. They should be confident, not confined. There will not be injustice and inequality in the country on the basis of caste, creed, and gender. To conclude, Where the Mind is Without Fear is a poem in which Tagore reveals his personal quest for the divine and characterized by a variety of original themes, both in thought and expression. So that was the summary of the poem Where the Mind is Without Fear. We studied the introduction about Rabindranath Tagore in activity 1. We studied the poem Where the Mind is Without Fear in activity 2. And in activity 3, there were certain exercise related to the activity 2, related to the poem. Now let's start with activity 4. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. You all know you are in 7th standard and you have been studying about the parts of speech. So you know what are adjectives. Nouns are words that name people, places, things and ideas. Even this is clear to you. What are nouns and what are adjectives? Nouns are basically the naming words and adjectives the words which are describing them. Describing nouns. Look carefully at the poem and underline all the adjectives you find. You have to read the poem again and then you have to underline the adjectives. How many adjectives did you find? Write the number here. So this activity we will be doing during the live class. Compare your number to numbers your classmates wrote. Which classmate wrote the largest number? Write the classmate's name and the number of adjectives here. My classmate named blank found the most adjectives. She or he found blank adjectives. Now even this we will be doing during the live class, but in the end I will be giving you all the adjectives which are actually there. Right now also you can pause the video and note down the adjectives. I hope you have the textbook with you and you can just compare. Look carefully at the adjectives your classmate found. Which adjectives did your classmate find that you missed? Write them here. Even this activity you will be doing, but instead of your classmate, I will be giving you the adjectives. If you found the most adjectives in your class, congratulations! Help your classmates to understand all the adjectives in the poem. So in the next slide, you will be seeing the poem with the underlined adjectives. So let's read. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, there is no adjective in this. Where knowledge is free. Free is an adjective for the noun knowledge. Where the world has not been broken up. Broken up is the adjective for the noun world into fragments by narrow domestic walls. Narrow and domestic are the adjective for walls. Where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. Here, the tireless striving fellow beings or human beings, people. That word is not given, but these are the adjectives for the people who are working, the people who stretch their arm. Where the clear stream of reason, clear for stream, has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand. Dreary is the adjective for sand, of dead habit. Dead is the adjective for habit. Where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action. Ever-widening is the adjective for thought and action. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. So, in all, we get 10 adjectives. How many did you find? Anyways, you can note these down and then let's move ahead with activity 5. Activity 5. This unit is called Exploring Symbols. A symbol is a word, image or object that represents something else, just as Sun Lion represented or stood for Tagore and your pen name represents you. In activity 1 we did this, we started about this. Symbols are very common in poetry and stories. Tagore used them often. Like he mostly used symbols instead of the actual words. Sometimes it has more impact. Where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit. Tagore tells us that reason is a stream. Tagore thinks of reason as if it is a stream. The stream is a symbol for reason. What is another line where we see that Tagore uses a symbol in this way? We have to read the story, read the poem again, and then find something where here, as reasoning was symbolized by stream. Which other line is there where he has used symbol for something? Let's find it. The other symbols used in the poem are where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. Here, by walls, he does not mean the actual walls, but the differentiation, the discrimination that is doing, how the world is divided and by broken up. There are not parts of the world which we will be dividing, but everybody is united. He has used here symbol for the discrimination. Like narrow domestic walls are the symbol for the discrimination, the differentiation. And the other line is, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Here, the country is not sleeping. The people are awake only, but it was used in the last line to show like what kind of qualities the country should have, what features, what is needed. So, Rabindranath Tagore is asking God to make his country like that. And here, heaven of freedom. It is not, nobody knows how heaven is, but it's here, even a place. Heaven has been used as a symbol for a place where everybody is happy, everything is just, everybody is working hard, they are speaking truth, they are not, there is no discrimination. So that kind of place, he is asking Lord for that heaven. So heaven is a symbol for that place. And let my country awake, that is used as a symbol for let the people awake or let the people be better, like that. Tagore wrote India's national anthem and is very much loved. There are many other symbols of India that are also loved by her people. Consider the national bird, tree, game, fruit, etc. Think about the national emblem or flag. Think about colors or animals that are beloved in India. Work together as a group to make a list of at least 10 symbols of India. Compare the list that your group made with other lists. Did other classmates think of symbols that you did not? Now, students, you are not working in group, but you will have to make a list of 10 symbols of India by yourself, and then we will discuss this during the live class. Now, if you do it right now, it's well and good, but even otherwise, you can just see which are the national symbols of India. Now, this is an image where we can see all the national symbols of India. I know it's not very clear, but you can make out, like what's written is not readable, but from the picture we can see, like this is the national flag, this is the national emblem, one is the national song, one is the national anthem. You know, Vande Mataram is the national song and Jana Gana Mana is the national anthem. Then the national currency is rupee, national fruit is mango. National tree is banyan tree, national game is hockey, national animal is tiger, national river is Ganges or as we say Ganga, and national bird peacock, national aquatic animal is river dolphin. Now let's have a list at the image we saw this here. Let's read the list. Now, here is the list of all the national symbols of India. National flag of India, Tiranga. National anthem of India, Jana Gana Mana. National song of India, Vande Mataram. National river of India, Ganges. National flower of India, Indian lotus. National fruit of India, mango. National tree of India, Indian banyan tree. National animal of India, Bengal tiger. National bird of India, Indian peacock. National heritage animal of India. Heritage animal is elephant. National reptile of India, king cobra. National aquatic animal of India, Ganges river dolphin. National calendar of India, Saka calendar. National emblem of India, state emblem of India. We know the emblem with the lions and that Ashok Chakra. National currency of India, Indian rupee. National vegetable of India, pumpkin. Now, this was new to me as well, but that's a national vegetable. And national pledge of India, the oath of allegiance. Allegiance means loyalty. We all do the pledge. India is my country, all Indians are my brothers and sisters. That is the national pledge of India. Activity 6. As a class, compare all the lists that were made in Activity 5 to make a new list that ranks 5 symbols according to your group's favorite. Now, we won't be doing this as a group activity but as an individual activity. So, all the symbols which I gave in the previous slide, you have to rank them. Ranking means to put in order. You guys already know what is ranking. You used to get ranks for your academics, for during the sports activity and all the competitions. So you have to rank the symbol that is your group loves most as first. Not your group, but the symbol which you love the most as first. The next favorite is second. The least favorite of the 5 will be last. Use any items from any list. So from that whole list, if you want, you can move it a bit back and then you can read the list again. And from that, you have to make a list for your favorite symbols. The first symbol as your most favorite. My group ranks these 5 symbols according to preference. So this is how your table will be. First as your favorite symbol, second, third, fourth and fifth, least favorite. Remember that a symbol is something that represents or stands for something else. For example, the color green in India's flag does not only mean green, it also stands for fertility. Why does green have this meaning? people will have different answers to this question. Maybe green stands for fertility because it is the color of the plants that comes up every spring, the color of fertile land that grows our food. People have very different ideas about what symbols mean. What does your group think about their favorite symbol of India means? Even this we'll be doing during the live class. So students, be prepared. Don't just randomly write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will also be asking you, what does your favorite symbol mean? What does it stand for? And why do you like it? So that's it for today. Make sure that you practice these activities because we won't be having much time to note down everything. I hope it will be written and we'll just have to discuss the answers. So that's all for today. Bye guys.